Hello, survivor. My name is Bean. Today, I'll go over some tips and tricks to help you cure sickness in DayZ. Catching a cold in DayZ is a pain in the butt. Side effects of a cold are coughing and sneezing. You can also catch a cold from other survivors, but there are multiple ways you can prevent or cure it. You can take multivitamins to cure a cold. You can find these in houses and medical buildings around the map. However, you might not be lucky enough to find some, so here are a few other ways to help you keep your immune system strong and prevent getting a cold. Keeping your food and water full will also help keep your immune system strong, making your character more resistant to catching a cold. You can also cure an existing cold by consuming enough food and water until you are full, and eventually your immune system will fight off the dreaded cold on its own. In the bottom right hand corner, you will see this temperature gauge, which will change depending on your clothing and the weather. Flashing dark blue means freezing, light blue means cold, white means warm, and red means you're overheating. You can craft a fire to get warm, and if you sit by it long enough, you'll see this plus icon appear next to your temperature gauge. This is called the heat buff, and it will keep you warm for roughly 10 minutes or so. Upon spawning in, you'll want to be changing into something a little warmer. Each item of clothing in-game has an insulation level. This will help keep your temperature up and leave you less vulnerable to catching a cold or hypothermia. Your clothing will take damage as you are hit by zombies or other players. This will decrease the insulation value of the item. Repair or replace them when you can to stay warm. Wound infections are caused by healing cuts with dirty rags or letting the cut heal themselves. Side effects of a wound infection are sweating, shaking, blurry vision, slower stamina regen, and your character will start to groan. There are 2 stages to a wound infection. Stage 1 can be cured with disinfectant. Usually it only takes a single use of the disinfectant to cure, so the rest can be kept to disinfect your rags to prevent another infection next time you're healing a wound. Stage 1 lasts for about 20 minutes before hitting Stage 2. Once you have hit Stage 2, your health will start depleting on top of the same side effects as Stage 1. In order to cure Stage 2, you'll need to take tetracycline. The amount of tablets you'll need to consume will vary. Wait until the pill symbol next to your stats has disappeared before taking another tablet. If you can't hold down any food or drink, you most likely have food poisoning. This is caused by eating or drinking with bloody hands or by consuming raw meat. Side effects of food poisoning are vomiting. Always wash your hands after skinning an animal. Having clean hands will stop you from getting sick when you consume food or water. Wearing gloves over your bloody hands won't stop you from getting sick. You can wash your hands at any water source around the map. If you've eaten raw meat, the chances of you keeping anything else down are very slim. You can take small bites to try and keep your food and water up, but in the long run it just isn't ideal or sustainable. You can cure food poisoning by taking charcoal tablets, but you should always cook your meat first. You can bake, boil or smoke your meat. Baking has the highest caloric value, whereas smoked provides less calories but will keep for longer in your inventory. You can also use cooked meat as heat packs to keep your temperature up for a short period of time after you've moved away from the fire. Side note, do not consume rotten food. It will make you sick and you'll be back to square one. Cholera is caused by drinking dirty water from streams or ponds and from bottles you may have found inside houses. Side effects of cholera are vomiting. Drink clean water from wells, either with your hands or by filling up a container. If you've found a bottle, empty its contents first before filling it up. Wells are usually hotspots, so drink up and leave. If, however, you don't fancy getting one tapped at the well, there are alternatives to getting fresh water. Water from streams or ponds is not clean. Drinking water from these locations will make you sick. In order to make it safe for consumption, you'll need to clean it with chlorine tablets. These can be found at medical buildings around the map. Simply fill up your container with dirty water from a stream or pond and combine it with the chlorine tablets to make it safe for consumption. Alternatively, you can boil the water in a cooking pot over a fire. either in a house, on a camping tripod, or a stone oven. To cure cholera, you'll need to take tetracycline. These can be found in medical buildings all around the map. Hope this video helps you out. If it did, slap the subscribe button, click the ding dong and give it a like. If I missed anything or you have any questions, leave them in the comments below.